Radical Acceptance by Brach. We're going to start with a hip opener, and it could be double pigeon this way and just coming forward. And if you feel a little warm, it could be here, a right angle. I meant to say a figure four stretch at the wall. Okay, this is also a really nice place. I'm going to practice the double pigeon. So Tara Brach is a wonderful teacher. I have been sharing her teaching already for a while with you, and our primary practice is that of acceptance. So she reminds us here, the poet Rumi saw clearly the relationship between our wounds and our awakening. He counseled, don't turn away. Keep your gaze on the bandaged place. That's where the light enters you. And this is from Tara Brach. When we look directly at the bandaged place without denying or avoiding it, we become tender towards our human vulnerability. Our attention allows the light of wisdom and compassion to enter. So let's switch sides. So if you're in a seated position, it could be just crossing the legs the other way. So common misunderstandings about radical acceptance. Radical acceptance is not resignation. Radical acceptance does not mean defining ourselves by our limitations. It is not an excuse for withdrawal. Radical acceptance is not self-indulgence. About self-indulgence, while it's important not to deny or suppress our desires, it's also important to be aware of what motivates us and the effects of our behavior. Radical acceptance does not make us passive. And it doesn't mean accepting a self. So when we practice awareness, we are seeing the familiar wants and fears, the judging and planning thoughts as a part of the flow of life. Accepting them in this way actually enables us to recognize that experience is impersonal and frees us from the trap of identifying ourselves as a deficient and limited self. So we're going to come out of the posture and let's come to a child's pose. Thank you for your presence here today. We're creating a space for a moment of inner exploration. So here in our child's pose, beginning with the breath. So if it's possible, nostril breathing, conscious rhythmic breath. Some of us will enjoy Ujjayi pranayama, where there's that slight closure of the back of the throat. Listening here to the prana, the subtle life animation on the inside. Coming to your hands and knees, and with the knees underneath the hips, cat and cows. Exhale all the air out. And as we inhale, belly towards the mat. That's it. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, arching. So this space here for us to practice together and always in touch with how we want to practice. There's so many options. Maybe another child's pose. Some of us will do the puppy downward facing dog. And if you want, downward facing dog. And we can open the back of the legs. So it could be this way in puppy downward facing dog. We can relax the head here. Hips towards the wall behind us. So taking here carrot, the shoulders over the wrist, and perhaps baby carrot with the knees on the mat. Exhale all the way to the belly, sliding the shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, cobra. So here the hips are on the mat, sliding shoulder blades way back and down. And as we exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose or puppy downward facing dog. So we're observing the changing nature of all forms. Coming to our baby carrot posture. The knees are on the mat, and then the right foot top of the mat. Torso, arms up. Inhale. With the block or without the block, twist the upper torso. It could be taking that right hand, crossing behind us, maybe with the block. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. And then we're taking the hands on either side of our front foot. Inhale, it can be carrot, baby carrot. If you want a child's pose, maybe more with crocodile. Inhale, maybe cobra. So we can skip these posture and right away into our forward bend. Baby carrot, exhale, left foot, top of the mat. Torso, arms up, inhale. And then we're twisting that upper torso, breathing in, breathing out. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Where do we feel the breath? As we exhale, hands along our front foot. Inhale, carrot. Option to rest in a forward bend, otherwise baby crocodile or crocodile. Inhale, if we've done crocodile, back bending. And as we exhale, forward bending. So coming to right foot inside the right hand. Some of us will choose knees first on the mat and then that right foot, top of the mat. Back leg up, or just step left foot next to the right as we exhale, fold. Torso, arms up, inhale. Now here, interlace the fingers and then the palms turns to face up. As you exhale, twist to the right. Bend the elbows, right elbow points towards the floor behind us. Inhale, come back up. Lift of the ribcage, and as we exhale, twist other direction. Breathing into that right side, upper right side of the ribcage. Inhale, come up. Ribcage up, a little back bend, exhale, twist again, first side. Inhale, up. And again, exhale, twist, second side. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward bending. Lots of bending in the knees if we feel that is just how the body guides us. So we can step back, or if you want lift of that right leg, And then right foot, bottom of the mat. Inhale, maybe downward dog, maybe a rest. Exhale if you want, crocodile. Inhale, back bending. Exhale, forward bending. Long breath here. So taking that left foot to the inside of the left hand. Nice. And then we could just step right foot top of the mat, maybe lifting that right leg. Exhale. Uttanasana, gentle standing forward bend. Inhale, coming up. So goofy way of interlacing the fingers. Exhale. Inhale, straight arms, lift the ribcage. Let's twist again, right side. Bend those elbows. So we know the sequence here. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward bending. Head relaxed. Left leg up, or just step the left foot at the bottom of the mat. Exhale. Inhale, definitely carrot. And then maybe downward dog. Otherwise, exhale, crocodile. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now as we inhale, carrot, and then coming to the belly. So take your hands underneath the forehead and slide the elbows, I meant to say, down towards the hips. Straight legs and toes towards the wall behind us. Straighten the legs so much as we extend back that the knees are off the ground. Now we're going to lift the legs tiny bit, just an inch of the earth. Shalabhasana, so the locust, the grasshopper, just with the legs for now. Feet can be hip width apart. So you can hold still, perhaps as we inhale a little wider. Exhale, feet hip width apart. Inhale a little wider. Exhale, feet hip width apart. So repeating this way. Two more breaths. Very nice. Bring the hands next to the ribs. Inhale, cobra. Perhaps upper facing dog. And as we exhale, downward facing dog. So we could twist a little bit the hips here from side to side. It can always be done with knees on the mat. Inhale, come to your carrot. And as slowly as you would like to, of course, it can be quickly all the way to the belly. Nice. So same, feet hip width apart, hands underneath the forehead, slide the elbows down. Top of the feet press down into the mat so much that the knees are off the mat. What we're going to do is lift the upper body, but keep the head resting on the top hand. Okay? And it will be such a small movement that maybe it won't be seen. So as you exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, shoulders off the mat. Inhale, lower. Tiny, tiny movement. Continuing this way. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. And 2 more breaths. Strengthening those deep, deep layers. Nice. Hands next to the ribs. Inhale, cobra. If you want, upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So a lot of strengthening of the whole body. Feel free to move the hips a little bit from side to side here. Inhale to our carrot. And we're taking right elbow down, left elbow down. This is carrot on the forearms, so the knees can be on the mat. Feel the aliveness in your body. If you'd rather have a practice that is more stretching, it can always be Sphinx posture this way, okay? So imagine a wall behind the heels and we're pressing this inner heels back into the wall. The knees can be on the mat at any time. Maybe one knee down, maybe both knees down. The quadriceps, the upper thighs, are lifting up towards the upper leg bones. Upper thigh muscles up towards the bones. Breathing in, breathing out. So take the hips back and come to your dolphin. Some of us will choose a child's pose or a puppy downward facing dog. So the gift of us practicing together here is that you can really take care and listen to your inner body. Disregard my guidance, okay? If you need something different, bring the knees to the mat. And we're going to come up. Inhale, torso, arms up. Exhale, hands to the lower back. And very gently into your Ustrasana, your camel. Breathing in. exhale, downward facing dog. So bringing that right foot to the inside of your right hand. Left heel down if you would like to. Torso, arms up. Inhale. And then open to the side. This is Virabhadrasana B. We can sense the work in the legs. Peace warrior. Inhale. Some of us will like peace warrior. If you want triangle, if you want half moon. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze at a point, feel the earth underneath the feet. Breathing in, breathing out. Last breath. Very nice. So we're meet in warrior B, bending the front knee. And as we exhale, hands down. Single leg downward dog or downward dog. As we exhale, maybe holding still, maybe crocodile. Inhale, upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So taking that left foot to the inside of our left hand and perhaps right heel down. Inhale, torso, arms out. And then pivoting on the back foot if it's not yet down. Virabhadrasana B. It could be peace warrior. That can feel really nice. It could be triangle or half moon. Maybe 2.5 breaths in one position. Maybe 2.5 breaths in another posture. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure all the bones are hugging. Amanda say all the muscles are hugging the bones. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So we're slowly meeting in Virabhadrasana B. Bending that front knee. Exhale, hands along the front foot. Single leg downward dog. Maybe downward dog. And exhale, crocodile. Inhale, upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming onto the knees and with the toes curl under, child's pose. Creating A release around balls of the feet and toes. Coming to hands and knees. So we're going to, if you need padding for being on the knees, thank you for setting that up for yourself. Okay. Arms in a T shape, and we can turn the palms to face up. Let's take the left foot out to the side. Imaginary block between the inner thighs that we're hugging in. So just those right fingertips on the earth. And it can be a fist position with that right hand. Maybe here, left arm over the ear. So it's more work with left arm parallel to the earth. We can always choose straight up. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Take the left foot down and slowly come up. Inhale, and then we're going to come to that left side. One breath here, really breathing into the side of the rib cage. And then both shoulders towards the left leg. Nice. Slowly come up. Inhale. And then come to your downward facing dog. Inhale, carrot. Exhale, crocodile. Inhale, upper facing dog. Take another breath in upper facing dog. See if you can lengthen the whole front of the body. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come onto your knees. Knees hip width apart. Imaginary block that we're hugging between the inner thighs, right? And ultimately, all the muscles hugging the bones, taking that right foot out, fist position or fingertips of the left hand touching the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. So choosing which position with that top arm. So we're sensing, guided by the aliveness within. Many ways to express that prana, and if it feels strong, we can go strong. If we need less, a little less. The practice is the listening to that prana. So we're a perfect mirror for that inner expression. Take the right foot down, inhale, torso, arms up, and then gently over. Nice. As we lengthen the sides of the torso here, both hands to the right leg, shoulders facing the earth. And slowly come up. Inhale. Knees together. And we're going to come to downward facing dog. Some of us will remain still if you want. Crocodile, exhale. Inhale, back bending. Exhale, forward bending. Inhale, crocodile, all the way to the belly. Arms in a T shape, and then the right leg crossing behind us. If you want, it could be this way, frog, half frog, because it's just one leg. It could even be a half frog on the belly. Breathing in, breathing out. Two more breaths here. Nice, coming on to your belly. If you want, rest on the belly, maybe upper facing dog and downward facing dog. Inhale, carrot if you're in downward dog, and to the belly, coming to that second side. So you can choose maybe on the belly, maybe on our side. Breathing in, breathing out. So the practice of acceptance includes acceptance of non-acceptance. It includes the acceptance of resistance. Two more breaths. Onto the belly. Exhale. Hands next to the ribs. Everyone inhale, cobra or upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're walking the feet to the outside of the hands and coming to our squatting position. Sitting on the mat, hands behind the knees. strong here. Maybe for a breath, hands next to the legs. And then we're slowly rolling onto the back. So coming to our bridge, neck in a neutral position if you would like to, upside down bow posture. Breathing in. Sense the inner body. Pausing, feeling that, letting the inner body guide our practice. Two more breaths. Nice. Taking the hips to the mat. And as we gently hug the knees, exhale. Taking the left heel to the bottom of the mat. And twist, right hip can come on top of the left. Open the right arm out. Breathing in. Breathing out. See if the duration of the inhalation can be the same as the duration of the exhalation. So that skill of radical acceptance, beginning with the inside. Naturally, at times, that practice, it's known in Sanskrit as shausa, S-A-U-C-H-A, is also known as contentment. At peace with our inner experience. Roll onto the back, right heel at the bottom of the mat, hugging the left leg. And then we're twisting. Open the left arm out. At times, that practice means being at peace with the natural resistance that shows up. It can be aversion. It can be any form of constriction, of pushing away. It can be a judgment, being critical. It naturally shows up. Being aware of our humanity and allowing it to be. roll onto the back and roll up to a seated position. So comfortably, legs apart, torso, arms up. As we inhale, we can bend the arms, we can bend the legs, gently seated forward bend. Upavishta Konasana in Sanskrit. Feeling the movement of the breath. Very nice, and slowly sitting up, legs in front of us. If you want, hands behind the knees, and slowly roll onto the back. Blissful baby posture. We can connect to that place within us that is formless. That is our essence as life, pulsation, luminous, infinite nature within. So we're going to place the feet as wide as the mat. Find, if you would like to, a thick pillow, a block underneath the left buttocks. And then we're letting the legs, torso, arms lean to the left side. Without the block, if you sense with the block is a little bit much. The muscles that are connected along the front of the lower lumbar vertebrae, lower back vertebrae, and then they're connected to the greater trochanter of the upper thigh bone, the femur bone. This muscles is known as the psoas. There's the iliopsoas. So this band of muscles connected to the front of the lower back, to the one of the head of our upper thigh bone. These muscles can get very tight just from sitting, walking, because most of the movements are in the front of the body.
So naturally, tightness there. It could be standing a lot, but leaning a little forward if we're cleaning, cooking on a computer. So here we're opening these muscles. As we relax, as we feel the movement of the breath, here receiving the joy that comes with presence, with connecting to our aliveness and the aliveness that surrounds us. So we're going to switch to that second side. Block more underneath the right buttocks, legs, arms, leaning to that right side. Very nice. Hands down to the side. Block next to us. We can hug the knees. So we're going to practice a structured, formal, seated meditation for 4 minutes or so. You could be lying on your back, legs up the wall if you want, or setting up in any particular way. If you want to join with me in a seated position, that is also a nice option. Chin mudra, tip of the index and thumbs together, creating a neutral alignment for the whole body, particularly the spine, and then eyes resting on a point of gaze, and it can be inner gazing. Coming to your Shavasana. So it could be legs at the wall, maybe a support, neutral posture here, eyes closed, and sensing in corpse the whole form dimension. Dissolving into the background. And the luminous, infinite nature rising to the foreground. Sensing how the sun, light, the space, the earth is nurturing us. Gratitude for each of you. Gratitude for the aliveness inside and outside. May all expressions be safe, healthy, at peace, free and joyful in the whole cosmos. Namaste.